Huh, that worked. Alright, cool. Let's get that going. And as much as I'm enjoying this music, we'll stop that. And what is going on here? Alright. Set up now, so I did not plan this out. Alright. It is 10 to 9, Monday night. Still trying to reacclimate to being conscious during daytime hours. So now I got to reset my schedule, but I thought I'd get this going. Alright. And away we go. So today is Monday. I usually do this thing called Mulletor Monday. And I thought this week's would be kind of neat because I still have all this gray paper. So thought I'd do a Mulletor Monday with Goliath from Gargoyles. But my references don't want to cooperate with me. I should really give myself more time to actually do this stuff. Alright. Excuse me. Actually, you know what? Instead of going online here, I'm actually going to. Pretty sure I have Disney Plus on here. There we go. Actually. We'll do season 1. Pretty sure I can. And I'm using a song. Oh. Am I back on? Alright. Maybe we won't be doing that. That kind of attacked the bandwidth a little. And I'm hoping this won't be. This is not looking right. Trying to find a better. So as you can tell, this is a lovely show. When it was out, probably a little older than I should have been for watching cartoons, but oh well. This is one thing I do struggle with when it comes to established characters like this that have only really had a single style. Is at what point do I try to follow the animation guides, and at what point do I follow my own style? Sorry, I'm now getting a little paranoid. I okay, seem to be still online. If there is anyone out there I don't know who's all out there, so I know things are going live. I'm sorry. Alright, now I'm starting to find my groove. Well, as much as someone like me can have a groove. See if I can get these wings right. Now when I sketch on tone paper, I usually prefer my firmer graphites, but for this, I'll don't use a softer graphite. Because it shows up a little nicer on the paper, on this paper. Not sure how I feel about the. I don't know how angry I want to make the eyes on him yet. Kind of looks like he has resting gargoyle face. I'm getting the feeling I've set myself up for failure again. I heard a big crash above my studio, which is the kitchen. I'm almost too afraid to ask. The one thing that is nice about using a toned paper, and I haven't broken into this a while, I've unofficially kind of made it a resolution to maybe before I buy new paper for what I need, I start using up the paper I have. Enough of a reference here to see how much the ear clean this up a little bit so I can differentiate between his ear and the hair. Now the nice thing about having this nice gray piece of paper is all my middle tones are actually taken care of on this one. Not sure how I'm feeling about these eyes though. Let's maybe get rid of some. Where is? Let's take a look at the mechanics behind this wing again here. Okay. So Well, that's annoying. Remembered why I don't much usually use my softer graphite. I feel like this one is a little too high. Probably spend a lot of time working on the mechanics of these wings. It's did I? I think I'm hitting the point where I'll have to stop fiddling around with this part and get some inks going soon. beating up number 12 here. I usually don't do figures with this. For anyone that's seen my videos, I almost only use this one for lately borders. It looks like it is, as you can tell, it's really gotten abused for the short amount of time I've actually had it. There we are. And now I see why this style of mouth does not work with Goliath. Thought I'd add my own stylistic kind of flavor there, but it, I don't think, will work the way I want. This almost looks like resting stone face. Figure out what I can do to actually And as you can tell, most of the time my pencils don't always line up with the inks. Alright, now I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna go about, how I want to go about kind of blackening in this stuff. Oh, hey Mark. Why, yes, I do have a YouTube channel. Not very many people on it yet. Tickle that subscribe button, that'll help me a great deal. But yeah, I do have a YouTube channel. YouTube is tricky because I have to have a subscriber base of, I believe, 50 people or more to be able to live stream from my phone. So right now I can't live stream from my phone, so I'm using my webcam and my restream and all that. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, I'm using a program called Restream, and it is simultaneously broadcasting. I've got the free membership, so it's simultaneously streaming to both my YouTube and my Twitch channels. There are paid memberships that I haven't done yet. I had a paid membership, but I was finding it at the time I had it, it wasn't properly working with my Facebook, and Instagram wasn't kind of a thing for it, at least. I don't know how much that's changed. I may consider my paid membership again so I can simultaneously broadcast on as many of my social media channels as I can until I get my base up. Oh, thanks. And tell all your friends. And welcome to Mulletor Monday. I was on the fence whether or not I was going to do one today. I was working nights this weekend. I finished up this morning, and usually I take a day to, usually takes me the day to get back in the loop. Wasn't sure what I was going to do for Mulletor Monday, but I thought, you know what? I don't draw enough gargoyles. Oh, trust me, it is not easy. But yeah, we'll figure out some time to get together. We have pages to scan as well, do we not? My scanner is a little too big to bring over to your place, but yeah, no, I can show you how I'm going about my social media right now. I say I may consider using my Restream here, actually paying membership again. Figure out what. So there's two packages. The cheaper package gets me 3 social media channels, and more expensive one gets me 5. So as it stands right now, yes, you do. I think I'm about as done as I'm getting with mine, so I'll be probably scanning my pages sometime soon. Sorry, just gonna try to figure out my reference. I haven't started my second chapter yet either, because I've come across. I'm still trying to break down because it's written a little differently than what I'm kind of accustomed to. The funny thing with the TikTok Tom stuff, typically, first few years I got spoiled because I was able to write and draw my own stories. I wouldn't say in a vacuum, but I was able to draw my own stories with no problem. These last couple stories I've been following Chetan's plots, and since Chetan provides layouts, a lot of the heavy lifting have been done. A few tweaks I've done here and there on my pages, some stuff I worked out a little differently, like as you're aware. But now, the next story is by our pal Derek at Worlds, and he writes. He's written his a little bit differently, so I can't. So I have to make more of a point to break them down, and I might have to. Depending on the deadline, I might have to talk to Chetan about an inker. God, I was actually at Michael's earlier today. Back of my head. Needed eraser. Needed eraser. You know what I didn't grab? Needed eraser. Which would have worked better with this paper. I find that if you use more conventional paper, or this on a more conventional eraser on tone paper, what ends up happening is I end up lifting some of the tone from the paper. Ooh, new character. Is this one of your character? Is this a character you've already done, or okay? Definitely pitch it to him, for sure. I was kind of fortunate when I introduced Mulletor. He was meant to be just a one-off random character, kind of a throwaway gag. And then when I got asked to do TikTok Tom again, I kind of brought him back. So my introducing word. When I needed okay, cool. When I needed a character for the second story, I just kind of brought back Mulletor, kind of wrote a. Oh, thank you. This is one I don't draw very often, but I was going to do a Mulletor Monday, and I didn't think of anything. I was about to go to the old files that I had, because as you can see, I've drawn a lot of mullet themed characters over the years, so I'm not at a shortage. But this one kind of came to me, kind of out and about. And the big thing too is, I don't know how much I've been rambling versus when you came in, but This is, I don't know if you can tell on your screen probably, but this is actually gray toned paper I'm using for this. Kind of was never an official New Year's Eve pact or resolution, but I think my goal was I wanted to use up all of my paper, and over the years I've bought a lot of paper. And I just kind of wanted to use it all up. So I thought I'd okay, let's see. That's not showing as well. Also, oh, cool. No, definitely looking forward to seeing that. Um, I also have black paper and I have a black sketchbook that I haven't really done a lot with. Just to show you here, don't know if you can tell from the markings, but I started sketching out a moon night that I was planning on using my white pencil with. Um, might get to that eventually. But yeah, I've got smaller black paper. I've got this toned gray. I have a tan tone. And I have a blue toned paper. But yeah, I think the one multi-cover or colored sketch cover that I've done more recently was my Swamp Thing. I did a sketch variant Swamp Thing. It was a reprint of his first appearance, but that cover was a green, and what was nice is, yeah, all of the mint, like the thing when you find a character that the paper is the principal or the base color of the character. The only thing you really like the heavy lifting, like your mid tones, like what I've got for Goliath here. Um, all the heavy lifting is done with that. So then, all you have to worry about are your mid-tones and your highlights. Um, honestly, I haven't looked too far into the diamond mess outside of the initial um, story. Uh, my and like so far, my thoughts have been they had a fairly exclusive, pretty sweet, pretty exclusive deal for quite a bit of time without competition. Um, couldn't maintain that without consequences sometime down the road. Sorry, just realized I should probably start working on my shadow work here. I don't know how much it'll mess with the free comic day. I wonder. I wonder how much, like another printing company may kind of take it over, or maybe other comic companies will kind of have that initiative without their own. But yeah, it's kind of hard to say how much how much Diamond's financial troubles will kind of factor that in. It's been a thing that's been going on for just a little over 20 years. So I don't know if that's something that other vendors will, or the other distributors will kind of pick up on, or what's going on. And the one thing I'm kind of noticing here, Goliath is more of a kind of a bluish gray. But yeah, I'm not sure what to make of it, to be honest. For all we know, this could very well be the end of an era. Not that, like I said, not that Diamond has been blameless victims and things. They have, from what I understand, they've done a lot to railroad. Hard to say. You know what? In retrospect, maybe I should have done this more in my blue paper. It's the thing about being colorblind. I do wonder if there was a block. There were a lot of years I didn't do free comic book day. At all. There was a lot of years where I actually started avoiding comic shops on free comic book day. There wasn't a lot of, well, not so much. It was also the one thing about free comic book day too, and there it is. It did bring awareness, but I also found that it also only kind of brings out people that think they're getting their comic books like free for an entire day. So, yeah, like I said, there was a lot of years where I was kind of avoiding it. I remember taking Lyra when she was 2 to the comic shop on a free comic day, and it was full of people. Like, the store was full of people that you don't see them any other time of year, and she almost got trampled. Sorry. So that kind of put me off for the longest time. And we're doing a bit of blue because, like, I thought the gargoyles were a little more of a, like Goliath was a cooler gray, but it looks like kind of a grayish blue. So I'm going to add my lightest possible, well, not my lightest possible, but my lightest shade of blue that I can add here. Let's see what I can do. But yeah, so there was a long time where I just didn't do free comic day at all. And then just this past, like, just out of, I'm not going to say out of spite, but yeah, when again, not really much of the regular people, and it's, sorry, I'm off on a tangent. This is what happens when my sleep is questionable. But yeah, it is good. It is good awareness. I also found that like, sometimes the books aren't always good either. But I also don't have any real solutions to the problem, so I don't know what would be good free comic book day books. Yeah, it's, like I said, it's kind of a mixed bag for me. I will say, since Worlds actually, like, since I play, like, our local comic stores have been kind of reaching out and offering more um, like, offering us a little more, I'm not going to say exposure, like more notoriety, and kind of bringing to light in our neighborhoods um, kind of brought us to the forefront a little more. I will say that's good. I guess it's yeah, but I don't know what I'd kind of do to fix that. Like, I almost wonder if sorry, I'm just trying to think here. There, just to kind of like what would need to actually be done to like I've been so out of the loop with so many comics that I don't know if like Marvel or DC are kind of using them as a springboard for events, or would it make more sense to kind of be a primer? I remember years ago, Eric Larson actually did a free comic book day, Savage Dragon, and I think it was actually one of the issue. It wasn't like a special. It wasn't like a special publication. It was. I want to say it was actually May's, like that month's issue of Dragon, like the May release of the book that year. I'll have to double check. But he kind of used that as kind of an introduction of the world of the dragon and all that, kind of catch you up on speed. I want to say about 20 odd years of continuity to catch up on. Controversial snap brackets. Okay, I've apparently gotten out of the loop. I don't know what that is. Can you elaborate? Snap brackets? Oh, bracelets. Oh, that seems kind of weak, actually. Um, no worries. Sometimes autocorrect. I know I bust you for spelling a lot, but I can actually see where brackets and bracelets kind of get corrected. Bracelets. That actually seems pretty weak. But yeah, that seems not that great at all, actually. Bracelets. But yeah, even if how messed up were these bracelets where they were a safety concern? Like, that sounds messed up. Oh my god. That actually sounds almost as unsafe as the time I took little one to Free Comic Day. Now, granted, the one time I did take her, she was not quite 2. She was able to walk, but she was still so tiny back then. Well, big enough to be mistaken for a 3-year-old at that age for reasons that confuse and confound me. But yeah, that sounds weak. But yeah, no, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like that sounds like a very bad idea. Yeah, oh. Actually, you know what? One of the weirder ideas. It's nothing to do with Free Comic Book Day, but one thing I always thought odd that they never did. Whenever there was a new like Marvel or like why Marvel or DC never thought to do this in the theaters when a new comic movie was released. Like a reprint or um, kind of like an introductory comic whenever a new movie would come out, say, what's the next Marvel movie? Say, like, Deadpool, Wolverine, like why there was never like a introductory comic to like to the characters that the movie would feature that given year. My mentor, Evan, out in Los Angeles, he floated the idea of um, helping get us out of our shells by maybe offering up to the local theaters to do like a alley table, like opening weekend of a major movie, and like try to sell sketches or even do like free sketches there. But our theaters we have out here are not susceptible to that idea. But yeah, I don't know what it would take to get our get people in the comic stores these days. I don't know how much I'm going to keep doing. This has already been going a little over an hour. Time is it? It is almost 10. And I've got laundry to do, so I may start wrapping this up now. But yeah, I'm not sure. yeah, I'm not sure what we do to bring kind of awareness to our comics. I think that I don't know if it's even awareness or format. Another thing I always wondered, um, Comixology used to do a great job of this whenever there was a movie that was about to be aware or that was about to come out. Comixology would used to get together like a bunch of just a smattering of the comics specifically that the movie was going to pulled inspiration from, and to kind of give those out for like 99 cents or the odd one free. I remember when Chadwick Boseman passed away, which was very unfortunate, by the way. Comixology actually offered about like 40 odd Black Panther comics free of charge. And I'm using my Posca pen, my giant Posca pen right now. Kind of pump up the black a bit as my paper farts at me. Actually, given my penchant for fart jokes, I feel like this is a form of penance. All right, I think I'm going to wrap that up because I still have some around the house obligations. Primarily getting my laundry in order. So I have pajamas tonight. And yeah. So there we go. Mark, definitely thanks for stopping by. Thanks for clicking on my YouTube. I definitely want to at least get to the 20-digit mark. But yeah, ta-da! Mulletor Monday, and don't worry, Mark, I'll be putting these back on your personal feed. On running joke we got going. But I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. Anyone else out there that's catching this live that are just chill, not wanting to chat, that's cool. Thank you very much for stopping by. For anyone that's going to possibly stop by later on when I'm not live, again, thank you very much, and hope you all have a good night. Take care. No worries. But yeah, this might be something. But yeah, chats like this, stayed on the comic. Yeah, definitely. Okay. But yeah, definitely. But I am going to wrap it up for now. Like I said, I've got laundry to do and someone waiting past bedtime for me. All right. Have a good night, all.